Hey everyone, what's happening? So Liverpool have confirmed Virgil van Dijk, £75 million. Amazing, like genuinely, astonishingly amazing. I had no idea this was happening. I got an inkling that, I had an inkling that he was going to sign, but for us to just do it, and for it to be like, oh, they've had a bid accepted for £75 million, and then within, what, an hour, it's done. He's holding a football shirt, a Liverpool football shirt, more importantly, in front of a Christmas tree. Absolutely amazing. I was only making a joke 2 hours ago that he was probably sat in a travel tavern on the M6 in an adjoining room with Daniel Sturridge as they were waiting for the next move in their careers or whatever. I don't know about the Sturridge stuff, but absolutely incredible. And for me, an amazing signal of intent from Liverpool and the ownership. Look, Liverpool's owners get some stick from a small but very loud, vociferous group of fans who think they just don't back the owners. And look, I've done a video, and there's a couple of videos on Liverpool's ownership, and I think that I can understand people's take on that, because there's plenty of times when FSG haven't properly backed the managers, we've sold our best players and we've not replaced them well enough. But look, I said, and not to be like, I told you so, but my feeling about this summer's business was always going to say, I always felt like Van Dijk was part of the business. We had the money put aside. It was always our intent to sign Virgil van Dijk, and then look, it got leaked by someone in his agency. It wasn't Liverpool leaking things. It was a rogue agent, so to speak, who let the cat out of the bag, and Southampton were understandably upset. They had to try and save face, and it looks like all along when people were saying Liverpool didn't even go for a bid, they had to wait. They were being reported for being tapped up. That's important. Liverpool could have ended up with a transfer ban. The fact that they were able to avoid that while still convincing the player that this was the right move, convincing the player that the correct move for him was to turn down a Man City offer or turn down a Chelsea offer, is just, a massive testament to Jurgen Klopp. And again, now that the deal is completed, I think a massive credit goes to Liverpool's transfer committee and goes to Liverpool's owners for spending the money to back the manager, because Liverpool don't spend that money. Liverpool don't spend that kind of money historically ever. We just don't do it. Our transfer record is between 35 and 40 million. Mo Salah or Oxlade-Chamberlain, take your pick. It was going to be Keita, who's lined up for next season, which is amazing. That is just, again, what a signal of intent. It's Liverpool acting like a massive football club, and not just acting, not just this fake it to make it thing. Putting the money where the mouth is, dropping the big bollocks on the line and swinging it round a bit, slapping some people about the place. Liverpool are a massive football club, and we've said for ages we need to behave like one. And I think we've now, that we're striking up the perfect balance between giving young players a chance, breeding the best young talent in the academy moving, sharing a base with Melwood, so the first team are moving together in that. Something's going to be happening the next couple of years. We're going to get even better in that regard. And then, we're also now going out and spending top wedge to get players in their prime. No more of this only signing under 23s bollocks. We're going to go and buy players who can come in and do a job right now. It's just genuinely incredible. I am made up. Look, here's the thing. £75 million is too much money for a centre-half. I think you should, look, from my own opinion, you should only spend that kind of money on players at the top end of the pitch, real difference makers, which is why I thought 90 odd for Pogba was far too much when you're never going to get the goal return out of him. But it's not, for me, this isn't necessarily about the fee that you've paid. It's about showing that Liverpool are big boys, and for me there's far more import in that than the sign of one player. And if you want to do some really dodgy mathematics, then if he ends up forming a great partnership with Joel Matip, then you've roughly paid about £37.5 million each. Which is still ridiculous, which would still be two Liverpool transfer records. Got a few boss comments here. You're right, says someone whose name is a language I can't read. Well, Jose's going to moan to his owner, says LFC Spectre. Yeah, look, you're going to be, well, Liverpool can spend this money. Where can I spend it? You've spent money on, you spent £170 million on Lukaku and Pogba, Jose. You tit. Don't let it distract everyone from the fact that he plays terrible, terrible football. Robert Vick says, I love you. Thank you very much. Mikhail Sjogren says, Katie should come in January. I wouldn't worry about that, mate. I don't think that's going to happen. Leipzig won't let him go. But, you know, look, having that lined up for next summer, again, another amazing signal of intent that Liverpool are going in the right way. Rage, I have a smile from ear to ear. Me too, mate. There's someone in here, and I've lost it, actually, so let me see if I can find it. Someone saying this means that Coutinho will go in January. I disagree. I don't think he will. I think there's a very, very strong chance he'll go in the summer, but I wouldn't worry about that. I don't think Liverpool are in the market to make their team worse this season. Look, I might be wrong. I know nothing about transfers. I have no great power that be line. But I would suspect Coutinho will be with us till at least the summer. And then look, if we're very, very close to being something great, look, Liverpool could go on a great run between now and the end of the season, and could quite easily convince Philip Coutinho that we're the club that he needs to be at a long time. So yeah, Jeannie's loving this sign. This is LFC Spectre. Sean Garahay, we'll win it next year with Cater as well. Yeah, I agree, mate. I think we're going to be amazing next year. But to be fair, I think we're going to be amazing right now. People say other players that we need. Look, we'll worry about that in due course. But listen, I'm buzzing. You should be buzzing too. Virgil van Dijk's buzzing. Jurgen's buzzing. The Mighty Reds are buzzing. We got 3 games in a week. Hopefully get a little glimpse in the new year, certainly, of Virgil. Could well make his debut in the Merseyside derby in the FA Cup. That would be amazing. If you're happy, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're watching this not live, click my face to subscribe. Subscribe to Maych TV. I'm on the road to 25,000 subscribers. Much appreciated. VVD. World record fee for a defender. Yeah, you know it. The Reds are amazing. Cheers.